I think some of us might be addicted to self-pity or like pain just in general. While in the hostel here, Nigeria, Hofo, and all that. My roommate, he doesn't live here in Benin with us, he lives in Lagos. So, unlike me, if I run out of resources and anything, I can just quickly run home, get some food and all that. But him, since his house is in Lagos, he can't just run home and go and get more beans or more rice or something. So, he's always complaining that he's out of rice, he's out of this, he's out of that. Just know all these things I'm saying is not usually like serious, it's usually just joke. But I think the more frequently you do something, the more it starts to affect your subconscious. Basically, he's always saying, I'm broke, this, that, I don't have this. I remember one day he was, complaining like that thing, and I was just like, why don't you just go to the market and just actually buy food? He just saw and just thought of it, like, yeah, why don't I actually go and buy food? That made me just realize that he's kind of just addicted to that feeling of us always telling him sorry, hey, yeah. Like me, for example, I usually say to myself a lot, I have low self-esteem, I feel neglected, I always feel no one understands me, this, that, things of that nature. Yeah, you have low self-esteem, you might have some sort of childhood trauma, things like that, it's true. So why don't you just like do the shadow work and get rid of it already? I just thought about it that, I could actually get rid of this thing. And that just made me realize that so many of us are addicted to the feeling of self-pity, the feeling of like lack, or the feeling of the pain or whatever. Almost every single day here in Nigeria, you must hear somebody say, country is fucked up, I'm very broke, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. And they always complain, if you are broke, why don't you just go online or read a book or just do some research of how to not be broke? The funny thing is that they will never do that thing. Like, you will never actually look for the solution. It's like as if you love and hate the feeling of the pain at the same time. They will be like, I'm always going to be single, I can never find a girl, this, that. Like, why don't you just actually work on yourself and actually make yourself like a girl worthy? Like, actually go out there and find a girl or a guy or something like that. And it just made me realize that so many of us are addicted to pain. Like, we just enjoy that feeling of pain. We enjoy that feeling of everybody telling you sorry. I enjoy that feeling of being like, I have it worse, I'm the worst person in the room. And that's very bad, because when you're addicted to the pain, you're addicted to the problem. You never embrace the solution, even though the solution is what will set you free from that pain. It's almost as if you want to be in that pain so that you can get, like, it's just very weird to think about. It's like you want the solution, but at the same time you don't want the solution, but you want the solution. Stop being addicted to pain. If you are broke, like, go on the internet. The internet has so many resources, so many videos, so many books, so many million things. Go and find solutions to your problem of not being broke, and stop calling like maybe your friends and telling him like everything is so hard, I have it worse, I've not paid for this, I can't afford this, that. Feel like you have low self-esteem, or you feel like you have childhood trauma or something wrong. They always be like, why are you so antisocial and all that? And you be like, if only they understood that, like, I had this, like, this thing happened to me when I was young. Like, why not actually just go and maybe do therapy or shadow work or journaling or meditating, like something that will actually get you out of that state, something that will actually fix that your problem. So if you are feeling like, I'm single, no girl ever likes me, why don't you actually like put yourself out there and like look for a girl or something? The point I'm trying to make is, so many of us, we enjoy the feeling of being pitied, enjoy the feeling of like just the feeling of having that problem, but at the same time we don't want that feeling. Like, it's just very confusing. So don't be the person that is always complaining of how he's always broke, or how he's the loneliest person in the world, or he had suicide thoughts one day and things like that, but yet he actually never does anything about that thing he's always complaining about. Be the person that you realize, I'm broke, why don't I actually just go and look for solutions to my problem? Why don't I actually just do something about it? Nobody watches these videos, well, I don't care, I do it regardless. Today is like the 10th of Vlogmas. I'm very proud of myself. I never thought I'll make it this long. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.